Hi everyone, in this video we'll be continuing on from the previous one, 3ds Max and tyFlow to create noise barriers for sound particle simulations, part 3. So we'll click the time configuration options and there's a whole bunch of settings there to adjust. So we'll make the end time 500, so it's a longer simulation. The play button and we'll see the particles moving from the train and starting to hit the noise barrier and the building with the E-index figures giving you the total number of dots that are hitting the building. So you can play with the birth um, total. So for example, make it 7,000, obviously reduce the number of particles. And then if we go to top view, we might just move the train sort of to the center of the noise barrier as if it was passing by. And we'll see how that reacts to the noise particles from the train. Clicking play animation. So you can see the particles hitting the noise barrier and blocking the lower portion of the building, and then the top area of the building with the index figures from the train noise. Now we'll just click the M key and type in curves color gradient. Click and drag that in. So we want to add some color to the noise particle simulation to know which ones are hitting the building and which ones are passing through the noise barrier slower, and then we'll add the PBR metal rough material, and we'll just connect it with the base color map from out. Then we'll click the particles and right click and assign material to selection. Minimize that, and now you can see the particles are green. So we'll play that. So obviously the positioning of the building, the noise barrier and the train all have an effect on obviously how the noise hits the building. So you can play around with how you want positioned and how effective the noise barrier is. Move the train closer to the noise barrier and see how that reacts to the noise barrier and the building. And you can play around with the width, height, and length. The reason I kept all the heights for and the lengths for all the noise barriers is for consistency in deciding which is the best option to go with and the effectiveness of reducing the noise to the building. And you can obviously play around with the height of the building depending on, you know, what site you're testing. Just open editor and adjust the total of the berth to 3,000. We changed to 1,000 just so it's more readable. Then we'll just untick the show icon of the tyFlow. And then we'll go through our different noise barrier options. So we'll open editor and collision and remove and pick the noise barrier 2. And then we can play that simulation and see how it reacts to this different shape of the noise barrier to the building. And then we'll do option 3, same process as the previous. Play that as well. Let's see, that's the end result. And you can click and drag the animation area to position it to where you want to analyze or look at. We'll just pick noise barrier 1 again and play with the heights and see how it affects the building. Obviously, reducing the noise particles hitting the building, and then a lower height of a noise barrier, more sound particles hitting the building, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So happy testing and see you in another video.